Whether you have a little bit of Irish heritage to celebrate or not, these tasty treats from Dyan Damron are looking good. She's got with us right now St. Patty potatoes and also a pesto clover crostini. Good to have you back with us in the kitchen today. And the cool thing is we're talking about some good bites, but we're also talking about some that are healthy as well.
Yeah, very good for you. Usually potatoes kind of go along with St. Patrick's Day, and they usually get a bad rap in America because of the way that they're cooked. They're usually fried or covered in butter or cream. So these little red potatoes that we're going to use are full of potassium and vitamin C and iron. So they're very, very good. So what we're going to do, we've got, you can kind of do some of this along with you, and these are good for kids too, kind of a craft project almost for the kids. I've just parboiled these potatoes until they're fork tender, and all you're going to do is just kind of take them and cut them long ways, lengthwise, so that you've got 2 potato halves. And then all you're going to do, if you want to take your spoon, you just want to kind of divvy out a little hole so that you kind of just take it and you want to kind of keep a, just like that. You want to keep about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of the potato skin so that it will kind of, give you something to go by. So once you get that, all I've got here, and you've got some too, you can use the same spoon if you want. And I went ahead and did this ahead of time. This is just peas and onions that are sauteed together along with some parsley, Greek yogurt. And that's pretty much it. And you can add, sometimes I will add in the potato guts back into it to kind of give it some body. And all you're going to do is just fill these, once you've got the little divots in the potatoes, just fill them up.
Does this have maybe a dip type consistency that the kids would like, but don't necessarily know that we're putting peas in them?
Yeah, exactly. And when I was a kid, we used to always put, I would call them the nest, put potatoes in put the peas in my mashed potatoes. So this kind of goes along with that. So and then once you get this, then you can just take some fresh parsley, which we've got shown. And this is, I've got a version of this in my book, and these are very good for holiday. If you want to use something red, they're good for Christmas. But just put a little green piece of parsley on top for St. Patrick's Day.
Cool. Well, that gets us that one. Now you've got another one that we're going to do today as well.
Yes, we've got the pesto crostini, clover crostini. And all we're going to do, again, this can be kind of a base for holiday. I've got whole grain bread, and I'll give you a piece. And you're just going to take cookie cutters. You've got a big one. I've got a couple of small ones, and you can just use, you just want to push down and kind of give it some good force. And once you get your little clovers out, all you're going to do is toast them. Toast them on each side. And what you want to do is you want to save these scraps because these scraps are free whole grain breadcrumbs for yourself. I've done them.
So you've got that.
Yeah, this is a great little tip because what I've done is I've saved them, the scraps, and you just pulse them in the food processor and keep them in the freezer. And that way you can coat chicken or put them in meatloaf or anything like that, and it's good for you. It's whole grain breadcrumbs. So once you've got
we got this like that.
And once you toast them, and I've got a few here that you've got that are already toasted. You just toast them on each side. You can do it in the broiler in the oven, or you can do it in a toaster. And that's I did some for bunnies. And then all we're going to do is this is just store-bought pesto. If you want to, you can certainly make your own. Go for it if that's what you want to do. But all you're going to do is just spread the pesto on top of it to kind of make it a green color. And the good thing about this is, like I said, I did them for bunnies, but if you want to, if you're for March Madness for sports, you could use a red tomato pesto and do red. Like
and that's what it all looks like right there. It looks good. There we go. Both of these recipes are online right now in the Talk of the Town section at newschannel5.com, and we will link you to Coach D Consulting for more great ideas. Thank you very much for being with us.